What's up, guys? So this is going to be the first video in a series of videos that I will do to teach you a little bit about AutoCAD, and each video will progressively get a little bit harder, or not actually harder, but you just have to retain more information. You know how it goes. So just a brief overview of what you're looking at here. All of this is right here is called the ribbon, and I know that may look a little intimidating, especially when you look through all of this, see what all is up here, but it's really not. A lot of this stuff is just the same thing, and just in a different place. You can access the same tools or commands from many different places up here. So this right here is what we're going to be talking about today. These are the draw commands, and it looks very basic. You got line, polyline, circle, arc, rectangle, oval, but believe it or not, these are the most used and to create any drawing, really, and that's why they're right here, very visible, so you can easily access them. Once you learn how to use these commands, and you can learn how to modify them and edit, so it makes some pretty complicated, you can make some pretty complicated or detailed drawings just by this right here, this little bit right here. So let's just get started. I clicked on that, and this right here is your command line. And always read what's on your command line when you start a command. So I click on line, and that says specify first point. So I just come down here, and anywhere I want to start this line, I click. And let me turn ortho off, and I'll go over what that is later. But you see, it says, now it says specify next point. So I just find the next point where I want it, click, and I can keep going. So next point, next point, next point, and there we go. We got 4 lines, connected them all together. So circle, we just come out here, it says specify center point of circle, click, drag it out. I can just drag it out to a random spot and click again, or I can tell it that I want a radius of 2, because it asks right here specify radius of circle. So if I just type in 2 for the radius and hit enter, it automatically makes a circle with a radius of 2 or a diameter of 4. And to repeat the same command, you don't have to always go back up here and click circle again. If I want to do another circle, just hit the space bar, and see, it started the circle command again. So if I want to say I want a diameter of 2, then I can either come up here with my cursor and click on diameter, or what's easier is just type in D on the keyboard and hit enter. Now I can say I want my diameter to be 2 and hit enter. And now this circle has a diameter of 2, radius of 1. We can draw arcs. There's an arc. We can draw rectangles. We can do an oval. So if I start an oval, this is a little different. So I'm going to turn ortho back on. In ortho, you can turn ortho on and off with F8. But if you see I turn it off, then I can move this in any direction I want. If I turn ortho back on, then it'll maintain it at 90-degree increments. So I got 0 degrees, 90 degrees, 180, 270, and back to 0. So it won't let me do it in anything but 90-degree increments. So let's just say I want my oval, and this one's a little different than a circle. I drag this out, and I can tell it that I want it to be 2. Hit enter, and that is 2 inches from the center point. And now I can stretch it any way I want. If I want the vertical to be 1, type in 1, and there we go. We got a oval that from the center out on the horizontal plane is 2, from the center up or down is 1. Now the overall is 4 inches and 2 inches. And if you want to measure that, just to make sure everything's going the way you want it to, that's how you measure. So it says 2 inches. That was from the midpoint out. And if I want to measure all the way across, it says 4 inches. So that way you can check, make sure everything's going the way you want it to. So you just need to practice this, and you know, these are really easy to do. So if you click on it, left click, bring it out, click again, you know, left click, bring it out, click again, and we'll get into making them a certain size in another video, but for now we can just play with each one, see how they work. And let's go ahead and just draw something really simple using these. So I want to erase everything, and I'm not going to talk about modify right now, but since I did erase that, you may want to know how. So all you got to do, there's several ways to do it. You can click, erase, or you can click on it, highlight it, erase. There's several different ways to do pretty much any command, and we'll get into how many different ways you can start each command in a different video. And when we do that, you just figure out which way is easier for you. If you like typing in the commands, start the commands by typing them in on the keyboard, you can do that. If you like to come up here and find them, you can do that. If you want to come up here and find a circle, you can do that. There's so many ways to start each command. So but we'll talk about that in another video. So let's draw something really simple. Let's see. We're going to use a line. I'm going to go there. Let me turn the ortho off so I can make our ground a little unlevel. And oh, by the way, something I forgot. If you're use the line command and you click and you click and you click, and now you don't want to put anything else out here, you're done with the line command, all you gotta do is press escape and it goes away. And that's true of any command. If you start a command and you don't want to be in that command anymore, just hit escape and it brings you back out. So let's take our line, and I'll just snap there, 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 escape, do me a rectangle, So we're going to do a house, and I'll show you how to use this tracking system in another video to make everything even. There's just a couple of windows. I pressed spacebar to do that command again. Put our door, and I don't know why I did that. Don't do that. I just want to move it. And like I said, I'll show you how to use these in a different video. So I move my door, zoom in so I can put a little doorknob. Use a line command, put some bars on the window. And we need a roof. So start right there. There we go, we got a roof. There's a little vent up here. There we go. Now, let's use the art. Put us a few flowers out here. Why not? Turn that off. Put us one more here. I need that back on. Yeah, that's pretty ugly, but we're gonna go with. Stick us a couple of flower heads on here. And I said I wasn't going to use modify, but I've done use several, so why not use trim. So all I did to start trim, I just clicked on trim and press enter, and now anything I need to trim, I just left click with the mouse. So we got us a few ugly little flowers there, and there you go. Very basic drawing, but we'll get into some more detailed drawings of some parts, maybe some floor plans or mechanical parts in a future video. So I hope you enjoy, and if you follow along, each video is going to progress a little harder and harder, or just not harder, but just going to show you more and more features, so you'll have to retain a little bit more information each time. But that's it for this video. Hope you enjoy. See you in the next one.